Okay, well, due to the fact that I had severely low storage and I had to remove a bunch of videos, or rather I had to upload them, and it's a kerfuffle. Upload them, delete them, and I didn't have a lot of time to do that. So I'm not going to do a full-fledged. I might have time to do another mask. I don't know. We'll see. I want to get some photos in to get some shit on eBay done tonight. So this, as you can see right here, is the Scott 15-minute emergency escape breathing device. This came from Nick. Big thank you to him. 802300-11. Operating instructions, patent numbers, fucking hell. Read them yourself. Double stamped. FAA TSO-C99. 1. Remove. I'll do this. 1. Remove unit from case. 2. Tear off red pull strip and remove unit from bag, which I'll show you in a moment. 3. Pull out actuation ring. I can't show you that. Also, it's dated here, the 7th, 1987. 4. Bend down and grasp hood opening with thumbs and pull hood overhead, like so. 5. Pull hood down to forehead to... It's hard to read sideways. Down to forehead to assure a secure fit, check neck seal. And of course you can see it there. This of course will be the orange fabric, and this will be clear. You'll see that in a moment. 6. Normal operation causes airflow noise inside the hood. Remove hood when noise stops! Exclamation mark. Warning, improper use may cause injury or death. User must have adequate training prior to use. Now that is because this is essentially, due to the fact it's a breathing apparatus, it can explode, which is why I also store it outside. I'm worried that if it's essentially a scrubber kit, that of course that traditional old threat of it being of it releasing caustic gas if it were to get wet, which is why I also store it dry outside. Anyway, caution: avoid neck seal leakage. Be sure long hair or clothing is not caught in seal. Notice normal operation causes heat on some parts. And of course we can see down here, keep cigarettes and flames away. And Scott Aviation, a Figgy international company. Oh, Figgy. What is a Figgy? Because there's a space there. It's not one word. Lancaster, New York. So my assumption is that this was used by aircrews. Rather, it's an emergency escape device for aircrews. Could be anything else. In fact, the more modern variants of these was seen during the rather recent Capitol building riots. Thankfully, Nick actually sent me a security badge from the Capitol building. I'm not going to ask you where the fuck you got it from, but I'll take it. I should have got that, actually. That would have been pretty cool. I think that's still pretty cool. God, it's blinding. So I'll just leave that there. So what else is there to read on this? Nothing really. Nothing of interest. Big blue box. It is not huge. I don't really know what to compare it to that a lot of people will understand. I haven't really got anything out here that's universal. This is close enough, I guess, because most collectors have one of these, or at least they have a variant. Here is a Mark 1 light anti-gas respirator. You can see there the size of it. It's not huge, but it's not small either. And I will hopefully get to do a video on the Mark 1 tomorrow, if I have time. And the Mark 2, actually. Not to be confused with the Mark 2A. These are actual Mark 1s and Mark 2s. Of course, then we've got the Mark 1, the Mark 1A, the Mark 2, the Mark 2A, the Mark 3, I think those are Mark 3A, Mark 4, and it just keeps going on with the lags. Of course, the most common variants being the Mark 2A and the Mark 6, which we all see. And that Liam dubbed the Mark 1 and Mark 2, which is incorrect. Moving forward, back on track. Your little stands. Here is how you check the expiration. 787, as I said, 1987. Here's your carry handle. I associate this thing with the C4 or bottle cap mines from Fallout New Vegas and 3. And 3 didn't have the C4, but you know what I mean, you just click it and throw it. And given this is explosive, you could probably use the same fucking thing for it. It's only explosive if it gets severely damaged and I try to activate it, or if it got so severely damaged that I don't have to activate it. And since I don't intend to hit it with a fucking sledgehammer, it even survived international post. So that's not really a concern. Here's your lift tab, and you just It's actually a lot harder than it looks. Pop that off. And here's our lovely turquoise box. I know it's probably hard to see that it's turquoise. It looks kind of sickly green, like aqua green. It's actually turquoise. Well, I don't know, it's kind of aqua, kind of turquoise. Pull this out. Nothing in there. And of course, here you can see your fabric, and here's your little face window, which says MIL-8-22191D. Scott Emergency Breathing 225 Airy Street, Lancaster, New York. Complies with FAA TSO C99. Seals over beards. Self-contained oxygen supply. Okay, so self-contained oxygen supply. They shouldn't be explosive. Obviously, explosive to an extent. We've all seen Jaws, but you know what I mean. I don't intend to shoot this thing with a hunting rifle. This size fits all users. No shit. Cardboard reinforcement on the sides here. Cardboard here with your Type 1, Lot 1, seal other side. And here is your big red tape, which you're meant to rip off, because you can see here it's got a little nubbin on both sides. And you rip that off, pull out your hood, flip it around, and you can see part of it in here, which is made of a sort of cream plastic with a big old reflective shield on it. That's just why it might be blinding to you, because it's reflective. Like those little hedgehogs we used to get in England. Cardboard, as I used to. I still live in fucking England. Flimpak 1177, not film pack. Ludlow packaging. Really advertising your shit on here? So yeah, if this is safe to repost, it's bad enough it even got here if it is harmful. However, self-contained oxygen supply, 5.5 LPM-NTPD, then I might put it on my eBay. I don't really know what the price of these things would be, because I've never seen one inside of the UK. So a big thank you to Nick for sending me this. A part of me also wants to test it, because if they still function after 1987 to this point, then me and Tommy may be able to use them for exploring mines where there might be black damp, which of course, if you know mine threats, pretty much absorbs oxygen. So having this, when we're like, oh shit, we're running out of breath, we're probably in black damp, because by the time you notice black damp, it's a bit late. Whip this on, get the fuck out, and get to a hospital, check our lungs. Which would be really useful for not dying. I don't know if it works underwater as an escape hood. Frankly, I'm not going to try. There might be videos on YouTube of these things. If it's safe to use and I can't flog it on eBay, I might test it. Might. From afar. In a field where I won't die. It's still neat.